Hey, welcome to the Drive Home Show. Saturday, November 7th, 2015. I have no agenda for today's show. It is a beautiful sunset. I took a picture of it. You can see it if you are resourceful. You can find it somewhere. Not much happened today. I'm taking the 94 route home. I believe I took this way on one of the other, on the Thursday version of the drive home. It was very slow today. I gotta speed up here. Gotta get over. All right, come on. It was a slow day today. I just pretty much watched videos, did puzzles, watched some income property. We are having our carpets cleaned tomorrow. Not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Man, that's a pretty sunset. That is cool. Having our carpets cleaned. So we gotta remove the furniture. From the living room. And today, Paulita spent a good chunk of the day fixing up Scott's room. So that would be Scott Jr. for the cleaning off the floor and moving the bed and dresser, and she did a lot of work. And I got to, man, it's yawning like crazy, man. I have to finish my part of our bedroom. I got boxes of crud behind the green love seat. Just kind of threw stuff back there, and it looks kind of junky. There's a box of videotapes. There's a jug of pennies. Just think, gotta move that stuff out of the way, because they're not going to clean the entire bedroom, but just the traffic areas. See what they do there. Excuse me. There's a big, ugly stain on the floor. That's all I'm really concerned about. I just want the stains gone. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's 49 degrees. It's 5:20. No, it's 5:30. 5 p.m. I'm wearing new contact lenses. I keep saying The new contact lenses are differenter. I can see distant. I can see far. Okay, I can read signs and stuff. This sign here says St. Paul Downtown Airport Exit 242D. I can read that. The next one here says 35E, 1.5 miles. That's where I'm going. I'm going 35E. But the end of the day, which is like now, it's evening time. The close things get blurry, and I don't know why, because all day long, close things are fine. But I don't know if it's because it's night or if it's because it's a long day. But the close things get blurry, so that's why I looked at the clock in the car, and I thought it said 5:25. It actually said 5:35. So I thought the 3 was a 2. It looked just like a 2, except for that big number 5. We can talk about some Brian Regan jokes. You may notice then. Sorry, I keep yawning. Just keep yawning. You may notice that a lot of times I will go into a Brian Regan inflection. The only way you'll notice that is if you are familiar with Brian Regan's comedy. Now there's two audiences for these talkings. One is myself, in a future date, going back and listening to this, so I could be talking to myself. My gums, my bottom gums kind of feel dryish. I don't know, whatever. I'm trying to moisturize my bottom gums. I said again. My audience could be myself in the future. Is he from the future? Or it could be just a random, generic listener. Oftentimes, when I spoke in the tape recorders as a youngster, I would speak as if I was DJing. I was on a radio station. Therefore, your listeners are just a random general audience. So you would have a tendency to explain things for the person who doesn't know what you're talking about. Now, if I'm talking to a future Scott in the future, is he from the future? Then I would already know who Brian Regan is, and I would already know his comedy material. So therefore, there'd be no reason for me to even explain any of the jokes or what have you. Oh, wow. But, and most likely, nobody's going to hear this at all, unless I become, like, really famous, and these get released, like, say I die tragically, but I'm really famous first. Say I'm a famous comedian and I die tragically. Well, then these recordings of the drive home, they could be released for the enjoyment of all of my fans. That's assuming that I was famous, and you can't be famous without fans. So most likely nobody's going to hear this but me. But just in case I become super famous and I die tragically, I've got to address everyone, not just future Scott. Is he from the future? And of course you know that if you know that there's a sound bite from Brian Regan comedy routine where he's talking about he's at the airport and somebody has a laptop at the airport, and they act like they are more important than everybody else because they have a laptop, and he would say, like, "Excuse me," like to the baggage check, or when the security point check, and he'd be like, "Excuse me, I got a computer. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. My computer," and then so he was saying, like, it's like he's the only one with a computer. What? He has a computer? What? Is he from the future? Exactly. Okay, I don't really have to get over, do I? I can stay in this lane and still go into the place where I want to go. I'm in the middle lane on 35E going north, and I want to go 694. And I think you can go from the middle lane, you can get into 694. We're going to find out right now, and momentarily, I'll let you know. But it would require me to do some maneuvering if I had to move over to the right lane. But looky here, I can stay in this lane and still take the 694 exit. And I'm passing people. I'm passing them because they're kind of clueless. Now I'm in the correct lane that you want to be in. Because the lane that those guys are in, that ends. That lane ends up ahead. So I just passed all those guys, and if I would have moved over into the right lane, I would be way back there. Okay, we're getting our carpets clean. I'm excited about that. Hope it's going to feel like brand new carpeting. Realistically, it's not going to be much of a change, but it'll be some kind of change. I think we won't be embarrassed to have people come over. The gum line thing is just, my mouth just feels dry. It just feels dry, and I have to slam on my brakes. I just have to slam on my brakes. If there are cars up ahead, just, oh, we're low on gas, and it scares the crap out of me when that beep starts beeping. So I shall be getting gas. Oh, there we go, some slow drivers. I'm moving over, and the car behind me has got some very bright lights, bright headlights. So I've been watching the income property show while I'm at work, and I like watching what they do with the rentals to make them look nicer. I got a sneeze coming, that's why I'm there we go. This is hot. I gotta turn the heat down, man. I'm good. I'm thankful. Thank the Lord for a car with heat. Ow, that sneeze kind of hurt. My neck hurts. So I like watching what they do with the houses on the income property show. Oh, I should say house, because they're in Canada and everybody goes house. This house has about 2 bathrooms. One of them is outside. No, so I like watching what they do in the transformations. So I kind of like kind of itching to make changes at my house. I mean, of course, I can't tear down walls and do all that because I don't own it. But, you know, the cleaning of the carpets is one step. We could get new furniture. That would be another step. We could move around the furniture. That would be another step. There's really not a good what's the word I'm looking for? Arrangement. Not a good arrangement of the furniture in the bedroom where we could change it. I mean, you can't. We got a giant dresser with a giant mirror. And really the only place you can put it is where it is. You could maybe make an argument for switching the dresser with the bed, but that's not a big, that doesn't really make much sense. Doesn't make much sense. I feel like today's show is kind of boring. Yeah, it feels boring to me. But we'll whatever. We'll keep it around for a while. Maybe we'll go back and listen to it, and it'll be surprisingly funny for some reason. Well, it's 5:49 and I'm almost home. That's a difference. That's a difference, if I may. That's quite a difference, if I may. On the weekdays, I don't get home until after 6. And about right where I am here, this is about 6, either 6 o'clock or 10 after 6, where I am here on the road. And not right now, it's 5:50. So I'm getting home faster because it's a weekend day. Weekend night. Because it's dark out. Yep. I'm in like a super good mood. I'm in kind of a subdued mood, dude. Work was, I mean, it was fine, but it was just, it was really slow. We didn't do anything but pass the time. I did my 3 puzzles, and I played Slotomania. I played Tetris Battle, and I was like whipping people, and then they raised me to level 5, and then like the screen kind of froze up, so I didn't play it anymore. But I quit playing that game at home because the lag on the computer did not make it fun. It made it unfun. And I did my Lumosity. I did that. Don't know what else to say. I was trying to think of what I did to pass the time at work, but I can't think of what else I did. It seems like there was a particular thing that I was trying to think of, and I can't think of it. Now I'm really almost home. I'm like crossing Central. I'm on the freeway crossing over Central Avenue, which is like 1 mile away from University Avenue, which is the street I get off on. I said off on in the same sentence back to back. That's an oxymoron. That's like jumbo shrimp, pretty ugly. What else are some more oxymorons? Big little. That's a big little. Whatever. I don't know what to do for dinner. There's nothing in the house. There's no food in the house. Alright, I'm going to sign off right now because I'm almost home and there's nothing else to say. Alright, have a good one, everybody.